Hey, what's going on, fellow super coaches? I'm super coach skitzFITZZ, and welcome to my channel if you're new. And anyone coming back, thank you. I've seen got a few new subscribers this week. Unfortunately, I can't find the names. I'd like to give a shout out, but nearing double figures. That's exciting. That's bloody awesome. Feels like I'm not talking to myself, which is a little less cringe. Um, Today I'm going to go through my side. I've changed things up a bit again. I was definitely mid-price heavy going in. There was a lot of value. Yeah, last season I wasted so many trades. If I go through the trade history, last season all my trades that I wasted was unbelievable. We started off pretty shitty. Round three we hit the top 1,000, and then we're making some good ground. 44th. But if we have a look at these trades, round two, I traded out Martin straight away, and Gibkiss, brought in D'Ambrosio, Hogan. That next week, got rid of Hogan, got rid of Wines, got rid of Short, brought in Sarong, Dempsey, and Ryan, which turned out to be pretty good, but there was just no need to sell Wines. There was no need to bring in Hogan. There was no need to sell Martin. The week after that, I've got rid of Jordan and Bonner, brought in Darcy and Green, paid top dollar for Green. I copped that 5 as well. That really hurt. The next week, we got rid of Roberts and D'Ambrosio. D'Ambrosio only stayed in for 3 weeks. Made a quick, not even 100k. Brought in Closey and Flanders. Flanders turned out to be pretty good. Then we got rid of Sanders, McKercher, Campbell. McKercher didn't need to go, but it was a money. Oh, he was kind of injured, wasn't he? So that one, we could have held. We've learnt from that. We could have held. Brought in Graham, Dacos, and Garcia. Was always planning to bring in Dacos as I faded him. Turned out to be a pretty good move. Out goes Williams, Cadman, and Howes. Williams probably could have stayed. And here's another mistake. Brought in Petrarca round 7. Not only that, I brought him in round 7 versus Richmond. Brought him in, took the VC off Gorn, I put the VC or the C on Petrarca and copped a 70. He got tagged by Marlon Pickett. That hurt. Then goes Dempsey, Grundy, and Steele. Grundy and Steele could have stayed. In comes Martin, Baker, and Sweet. There's another dagger in the heart with the Sweet. That really just what's that? Round 8. So round 8, we're still in the top 100. So right here, I'm really panicking, trying to make moves to get to the top 10. Really, I'm trying to. I've nailed all my rookies, so there was no correctional trades there. It was more just greed and hunger to just get in the best because other people can't afford them, and it just bit me in the ass. So we'll try a different method this season. So yeah, Steele, Grundy, Dempsey. Yeah, then out goes Steele, Grundy, Dempsey. In comes back Martin, Baker, and Sweet. Just said that. And 1 week later, Baker straight out the door, Newen in, Jones and Dale. Dale's all right. Tunstall, Reed, Sheasel out. Now, Sheasel's the one, like, you got to trust your eye tests. And he's one of those players that you just don't get rid of. He's my first player I'm starting this season as well. It doesn't matter what position he plays. He's just an accumulator. He'll kick goals. He'll find a way to get the score. And he's just an exciting player to watch. So Sheasel for Zorko, Revel, and Marshall. Marshall's annoying. Zorko was good. Out goes Garcia, Jones. In comes Fisher and Richards. Out goes Green, Darcy, and Sweet. What was the point of that? Like, he's a primo. You may as well keep him on there. In comes Day. Love that move. Fraser and Stewart. Out goes Stewart the next week. Out goes Wilson and Closey. In comes Warner. Another greedy guts. What an idiot. 608k. Edwards and Bolton. I don't think Bolton lasted long. No, he didn't. Out goes Petrarca, Clark Richards. In comes Dowling, Gould and Kruger. Out goes Bolton and Freya. In comes Green again and Simpkin. Like, what are you doing? Look, you're ranked 44th. You're just wasting all these trades. Out goes Revel Edwards. In comes Gray and Rosie. Again, Rosie was whatever. Come back from a hammy. Out goes Reed. In comes Humphreys. Really like Reed. Out goes Sexton. In comes Harley Reid. And we ran out of trades round 19. And just held on for dear life till we finished 1385, which top 1%. Pretty happy with that. In my second pro season. If you're watching this YouTube clip, you are now a pro. You are now studying. You are now addicted to Supercoach. And if, like me, watching every other single podcast and any other information you can get out there to help you with your decision in making a team. Now, in saying that, shall us make my team. And as I said, starting in defence, Harry Sheezel. I've got this one up here right now, so we can click over to Harry Sheezel. Harry Sheesnuts. Bloody love him. Absolutely love him. Look at him. He starts off so well. Look at these scores. These scores are just bloody amazing. So consistent. And look at the last 4 rounds. They've got the Bulldogs first up, 103. But with Parker, Caleb Daniel, Colby McKercher. I had Colby McKercher was one of my first started players as well, but I've deterred a little bit because Caleb Daniel's down there, and I've just thrown it around a bit. So I'd like to start Luke Ryan. I think he's going to start really well, especially with his boy back down there. What's his name? Freo. Especially with his boy Pierce coming back. It's just extra protection down back. Means Luke Ryan can do what he does best and float about and take those easy, cheap stats. Jordan Clark's another one. He's on my radar. He's been in a few of my teams. But at the moment, these two fellas are not in my side. And I'm going to go pretty light in the back line. Because I feel like the value can just get it done. Just get it done until after, not after the buys, but the value can just get it done until we upgrade. It's going to be best 18 from round 2. You have a look at the buys here. So best 18, best 18, best 18. So we got round 1. You need a full squad with a good score. Round 2, 3, and 4, it's just best 18. So I've upgraded my mid prices to keepers. And believe me, Sheezel is not leaving this side unless it's an injury. And you'll see with a few other selections I've got going on. I'll get just the classics in there that are a must. Mills, he's going to make money. Doesn't matter what position he plays. And I'm happy with a 75 plus. That's pretty good. Obviously Gideon Coleman, he was an absolute lock for me last season. And if you have a look at those, the way I started at 33,000 was because when he went down, I didn't know what to do, and I brought in short, and then short wines, and yeah, it just threw me off. This guy here, he's a lock for me. He just looks the goods. I was really hoping he'd come down to the Tigers. We missed out on that one. Saints got a real good one. I can't wait for Luke Trainer to be ready as well. They're all in the same kind of boat. we also have El Hawley, Saad El Hawley. He's shown so much already. I think he's going to slot straight in and make us 300, 400, 500k. And he's got the DPP there, which is very handy. That's right. That's right. I've got him up the top here, and that'll be Sin. Josh Sin to replace Houston. If we have a look over here, I had the... Oh, he's right there. If we have a look at that.
The fourth-year defender continues. skitzFITZZ Josh Sin is leading the pace to replace Dan Houston down back for the power. The fourth-year defender continued his impressive pre-season this morning, with many believing he's the front-runner to fill the void left by the Collingwood recruit. Jeremy Finlayson is now back in full training after recovering from a lacerated split.
Well, anyway, that's that there. That's where you get the information. He's in the running. One other guy that I really love, and it was the first time I went and watched Tigers versus Port last year at the end of the season, and what's his name again? Look at the spotlight's on me and I'm freezing up and forgetting everyone's names. Not Farrell, Logan Evans. Logan Evans. I watched his game. So I'm going to be watching these two closely, and whoever gets that role I'll be taking. Logan Evans, if you have a look at his stats, what do we go to? DFS Australia. AFL. Supercoach points. Bang. Port Adelaide. What's going on here? Picking the wrong thing. Play stat breakdown. That's why. So if we go Logan Evans. So bang. Under 18s, played sample. I believe he's only 19 years old. He's come in, what scores have we got? 68. There's 100 right there. That's against Richmond. That's the game I was telling you about that I went to. And that was just, he was like, as a Richmond fan, even though I'm wearing Fremantle, I don't go for Fremantle. I like collecting vintage gear. This is pretty dope. Anyway, that's pretty dope, and as you can tell, my vintage Tiger, I just love it. I collect all the gear and try to trade my way up to get better Richmond stuff, but there's some things that I won't trade. Like this is just OG Freo, and I've got this weird. It's like I'm a lucky guy, or whoever I kind of follow tend to do well, and it was purely for a Supercoach thing last season, doing all the study and subscribed to Hawthorn's YouTube channel, and I was watching them through the preseason, seeing how everyone's going, and I just love their kit. Like their shorts look so comfy. Now I bought a pair straight away and wore them all year, and then Hawthorn had a mad run. Like, not saying that it's because I bought the shorts, but it's the same with Freo. I got this Freo one. Freo's going on a sick run, and obviously it's other things, but it's just a funny little superstition or coincidence that I like to run with. And I guess Logan Evans is another one, because I watched him and I was like, who is this kid? 20 kicks, 2 handballs, disposal efficiency 82, 9 marks, 1 tackle. Like, this kid was everywhere. And I remember the game before, North Melbourne got pumped, which meant they were still a chance to get number 1. And I was like, we better not win this game. We better not do a North last year. This is bloody bullshit. And I'm watching this kid, and I was going for him because he was so good. I'm like, get him over the top. Yes, I love this bloke. In the end, we lost, luckily. But I've just wanted to follow him. And look, he's finished off the year. What's his name? Has a 5-game suspension. So he's come in off the centre half back here. Centre half back when old mate Houston has been suspended. So he's definitely one to watch. Definitely one to watch. Six marks, 23 kicks, 0 handballs, 15 kicks, 17. Like, he's just a machine. So I might even have to find room for both of them, because he's a weapon. I like this kid, and I'll be keeping a close eye on him. Back to the team, but at the moment, my team just works well with one. On the bench will be Buslinger. We're going to get out of the filters there. Gus. Now, it was Buslinger, Travalia, and I guess it doesn't really matter who's here, because we'll just go... we'll go Bo Allen. We've got that DPP. I'd prefer Bo Allen down here, just so we've got that connection to the mids. So we'll play around with that. And I think I have a decent amount of money left over. So that's what I'm pretty excited with what I've come up with. One I was really trying to fade was Bont. Like, I'm playing BBL at the moment. I brought in Matt Short. I brought in Maxwell, and they've bit me in the ass. But these are the guys that are absolute primos and keepers. You don't have to worry about them unless it's injury. Bont's there, 126.4 average. Like, you just need this guy on your side. He's just phenomenal. And with the addition of, I guess, what's his name? Libba's not injured anymore. They brought in Kennedy. Colonel Sanders, he'll be getting a run. Bont is hungry for a Brownlow. You cannot have Bont. And if you go to round one, Bont's playing North first up. So North first up. If we go back to the Bont season stats, does he like North? Oh yeah, he likes North. Yeah, he likes North. So you got to start Bont, especially the week after. It's going to be best 18. Another one who I was loved having last year was Zach Butters. I've played around with having Lockie Neal. What happened? I must have been reading Lockie Neal there. Was Rosie or Ollie Wines, just to, because they've got a pretty easy run first few weeks. If we go filters over here, team Port Adelaide. So they got Collingwood round 1 versus Houston, which is pretty cool and interesting. Then they've got Richmond and Essendon. That is very good. The only thing I worry about is Butters being at risk of being tagged because he's so damaging. Look at that. So hard, easy, potentially easy. Who knows with St Kilda? Could be boring, but he probably definitely get tagged there. Ooh. We're live thinking about our future plans. Maybe Butters could be one that I fade also. Now, I'm going to fade Dacos again because of the bye. Another one, what I wanted to do in the back line, actually, while we're talking about Dacos, was, say we don't have Sin, or it doesn't matter who it is, but I was going to bring in James Sicily, just because he's got such high upside. He's ceiling so high. He can get those monster scores, especially with, Battle and Barras down back now. Does he just get to be that free beast back there? So I wouldn't mind starting with him, even though he's got the round 4 bye. But if you have a look at this, so Collingwood play round 0, play round 1, play round 2. Then they have a price right. 1, 2. Then they miss their price rise until round 4. So we get to have a look at all the Collingwood players. So if he starts Sicily, we get round 1, 2, and 3. Right, we get round 3. So we get a price rise on Sicily. We could do a straight swap to Dacos. If things go well, if Dacos starts average like he did last season, we could do a straight swap with Sicily, which I'm very interested in. But at the moment, yeah, and then we get Dacos. This will be Dacos' price rise right there. So that could be a move that I'm highly considering. But for now, now I've got to get my boy Sin back. Skinny Sinny. Moving down the list, Caleb Sarong starts off like a house on fire. Now that Hayden Young's just signed his monster deal, Brayshaw is a free agent, but he ain't going nowhere, loves the club. They're going to have a lot of success for a long time. Caleb Sarong ended up getting a bit tagged, but now they've got an absolute weapon X Factor from the old Tigers factory, Shai Bolton, which I'm very, I'm happy for him that he's going back home, and I'm expecting him to go big. He's going to be such an exciting X Factor player for him, going in the guts, and you're almost going to have to tag him instead of Sarong. So that should free up Sarong. But for now, like I said, these are absolute primo keepers that you kind of need for the best, best 18, best 18, best 18. Then we've got 8 games of your side needs to be pumping by round 5. Then we've got 18, 18, 18, 18, 18, best 18. So you want 18 primos by round 12 or 13. Moving along, I can't go Treloar, can't go Heaney. Moving along, Carlton have they got Richmond first up, so I was playing around with having Sam Walsh, potentially starting him, but I just want to, I'm weighing up my options by, his body. He's always kind of potentially injured. I just don't like watching Carlton as well, so that's why I'm just not really going with Sam Walsh. LDU, I just haven't actually. I only started watching him when I had him in my side 2 seasons ago, and when he burnt me, I was at the Flower and Garden Expo. I remember this, and the site crashed. It was a late withdrawal, and he cost me. So he was on the list. I'm happy to maybe play him straight up, but for now, nah. They got the bye. Crouch, no. Where's my guy coming up? Warner, Petrarca. Yeah, you burnt me last year, so I hope he plays well, but I just can't do it. And Dawson. Now, I believe Adelaide have the easiest first 6 rounds. So, fresh off a bye, they got Saints at home. Now, Saints could be take the life out of that game, make it boring as hell, but Adelaide I think they're going to pump them, right? Saints are going to have the pressure straight away. Then they've got Essendon. They'll pump Essendon. Then they've got North Melbourne. At home. They'll pump them. Then they got the Suns up there. They might be all right, but I still reckon they haven't measured. They've got Geelong in Adelaide. I just see them coming off to a hot start, and with the momentum, they could take out, and so on and so forth. But those first 5 games, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those first 5 games are relatively easy. So I reckon, especially Dawson with the new mix, and let's just get all the. Do I want Peatling? I had Peatling this morning, and then I took him out because I was doing something. But anyway, Drapes 100%. He'll play from round 1. I don't even think he'll be the sub. He's just fast. I wanted him as number 1 draft pick, to be honest. I thought he was unreal. We'll keep it at that. I think that was my highest price there. Then you have to go Jagger. Especially Jagger's got Richmond round 1. He played with our VFL side. He was looking good to be our number 1 pick, and then all of a sudden Sam Laylaw comes out of nowhere. So he'll definitely have Richmond, a bit of a target game. Like, he's going to want to absolutely dominate and show Richmond you made the wrong decision. So I'm expecting a ton for Jagger. I might even put Jagger in the flex position, just so I can get someone else, on field, maybe a Levi Ashcroft or something like that. But yeah, Jagger's going to be a big one, along with Draper there. Give me one second. That's all right. Who am I missing? That's who I'm missing. Clary. Oh. Claz. Oh, fuck off. It's not Claz. Oh, I should have swore. Clayton Oliver. Got to have him in the side. I think we'll just round out the rookies here. We'll go with Levi Ashcroft. If he's half as good as his brother, he's going to be a freak. Up here we've got Smiley. Should play. I reckon his body's ready for it. He'll play at least the first 10 games if his body holds up. Should make us some good money there. Then I think it was just like... we'll leave them for now, actually. We'll leave them for now. Moving into the rucks. I missed out on this guy last season. And just his numbers. Jetty. Like, just his follow-up game. He's just consistent as... Like, I mean, nothing major, but then he just really started to ramp it up, didn't he? He really just started to go, all right, I'm here now. And he is here now in my side at the moment. I think I had... obviously, we're waiting to see how he goes this pre-season, but he's one of the OG big men. And if he's right to go, I want to start him and then trade him if he gets injured. But Sean Darcy goes there, and the forward line is just pretty stock standard. It's all the value guys. It's just so hard to pass it up. You just got to start them all. Like, I really want Shai Bolton, and I could probably squeeze him in there. So we'll have a look at it. We'll look at that at the end. Matthew Kennedy could be a good one. Nice, refreshing move, going to another club that'll appreciate him and actually use him. It is Bevo, so I should watch what I say. Jack McRae, another one. He's playing VFL half the season. He will absolutely flourish at the Saints. And his partner's family are all diehard Saints fans, so he's gonna... he's loving the move. Bailey Smith's another one who's loving the move. Just bought a $4 million house in Torquay, or thereabouts. He's going to love being the poster boy, and Geelong are going to love having him, and I believe we will also love having him in our sides. Moving down the list... moving down the list, should be coming up. Or have I gone past him? No, here he is. The Poo-Poo. We've got to have the Poo-Poo in the team. Should be playing a lot more mid-time. And if you go over to Zero Hanger Team Picker, I know it's not... super accurate. But everyone's going in here, submitting their teams, and it gives you, a rough indication of how everyone would prefer their most favourite lineup. If you just click the team, it shows you, just St Kilda fans each position. Now they've got Steele, McRae, and Philippou bang in the middle. Windhager maybe swapping on the wing. Travalia might even swap in there. Later. So Philippou's got to start for me. He's got that DPP as well. Caleb Daniel, absolute no-brainer. He'll definitely be... That's the reason why I don't have McKercher at the moment, is because of Daniel. But I believe McKercher, he's just smashing all the time trials. The eye test, loved having him last season. He's going to be an absolute general. I don't know if they've given him a contract extension, but Tasmania's coming out soon. They're going to want to poach a few Tassie boys back to the motherland. So he will definitely have a solid season just to get that cash with North, get that contract extension. No doubt he doesn't want to go, but he's going to improve his value. Speaking of value, big Lynchy boy is looking mighty fine this preseason. As a Tiger fan, I'm watching it very closely. And he's looking good, looking energized. He's hugging Morris. He's laughing. He's teaching Smiley. It's just good. Now he's on 1.5 mil. So if he retires, I'm happy that we get the salary cut back. But hopefully he can stick around. Give him another 800k for another year or something. Just drop that rate. Maybe even give him. Yeah, let those people sort it out. They know a little bit better. Here I've got on the bench Davidson, another Tiger. I wish he was playing in our VFL. I've got him up here, Sam Davidson. He won the VFL medal, I believe, the Brownlow VFL medal. He's a mature age, 22 years old, ready to go. He's a doctor. He's studying to be a doctor. He's just an absolute... character, or character's not the right word, but hopefully he can just get a gig straight away, ready to go. If Bevo likes what he sees, Bevo will put him straight in. And I think it was Curtin. Can't go past Curtin. He was I think he was pick 6 a couple of years ago, maybe last season. It might be Curtin and who's the little fella? Laird off the half back. He's got a bit of run. We'll just leave it there for now. We're filling out the rookies. Am I missing anyone? I'd love to have Xavier Lindsay, but he's coming off a bit of an injury. I'm not sure if they're going to start him right away. Same with where's the big fella? Where's the big 180? Yeah, Langford. Langford could be a go first up as well. He's going to complement Oliver and Petrarca. But we'll just save a bit of cash. This is all, who cares? Kako can be over here as well, or Kako can be there. You know what? Let's just put Kako there. Let's just put Kako. Nah. It was Bo Allen. Hewitt, I think. Hewitt should get a go. Nice and cheap. He's been there for a few years now. He was a high draft pick. And this guy here, Di Mattia, highly touted as well. Spent the whole year in the twos. What's his name? Titch. Anyway, he's injured for the first... Well, he's injured for all of pre-season, so he could have his chance early up. Sorry, I'll just go Riddle or Sims. Might even just go Sims, actually. Oh, what have you done to me? Am I still in ruck? Thomas Sims, he's, as a Tiger fan, really, we sold pick 26, I believe it was, to North for the future first. I thought we were going to sell another one, but for the Tigers to knock back all the offers and go, no, we want this guy. He's a bit of a bull, kicks bags, good ruckman, could be the perfect Nank replacement. I reckon he should get some games if there's the other big fella we got, doesn't Ryan Mansell. And how much cash we got left? We've got $371 to spare in the flex. Let's put that up to about maximum price. Who's the best player we can get? The best player, Riley Thrillthorpe. I mean, is Tex going on again? Tex retired. That could be a go. But Alex Pearce could be back. But nah. What did I even say Pearce? De Koning, no. Peatling. So I had Peatling early. Adelaide do have the first 6 rounds pretty easy, so you can make us some quick cash, and he could be maybe our Dacos. Our swap to Dacos. He could be our link to Dacos. Darcy Wilson. I enjoyed having him last season. But it's hard to... Luke Parker as well. He could average 90. He could... Who knows? New environment. Something to prove. Pretty much just got pushed out of Sydney. But we've got to go with the... what the others? Heaps. Anyway, we've got plenty of options, but if we just go with is it Lynch? Matt Flynn. Yeah, Matty Flynn. Matty Flynn, that's the one. We go with Matty Flynn. Obviously, this could be TDK. It could be TDK or anyone. Anyone we want. Lloyd Meek, that's very consistent. TDK, it's a bit confusing. So all three here are in a similar boat, but I'm going to go with Sean Darcy, because if he's right to go and he's in that bitchin' side, I'm expecting some big scores, but it's already saved. There you have it. That's my team for now. We've got 109,000K to play. I didn't have this last season. We obviously come round 1, we'll adjust. We've got plenty of money to adjust the bench to make sure we're making money. And with this, it's easy to go up to someone else or flip some stuff around and get someone else who we desire in. But yeah, that's my team for now. I'm pretty happy with it. I will clear the team tonight and just have a bit more of a play around as I do every single day. I've got a folder of too many screenshots that I'm probably never going to look at again, because I've just got them there in case I forget, and I'll scroll through them anyway. But anyway, I'm rambling on a fair while now. If you like, follow us on Twitter, on X. I'll probably post. This is the latest side. When was this? The 28th of December. So maybe 3 days ago we started. See, I had Luke. See, this could be something too. Farrell might be that man. Pryor, I want to have Pryor on my side if he's to start early. He's another one of those absolute kicking machines. Jackson Pryor. Where is he? Oh, the little fella's awake now. Here he comes. Oh, I got to knock on the door. Oh, I'm going to have to wrap this up because my son's awake. But look at this. 16 kicks, 23 kicks, 33 kicks, 0. Like, he's just a kicking machine. But I've got to go now. Son is awake. Like and subscribe and all that cool stuff. And I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.